Hello and welcome to the Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. I am so grateful to have you here with me today. My podcast is for women who want to learn ways to stay healthy and to really enjoy this time of life fully. Before we talk about our journey back to good health, I think it's important for us to understand exactly what is the aging process in order for us to know what we need to do to support it in a way that allows us to slow it down, be healthier, and live more vibrantly for many years to come. Isn't good health and happiness our birthright? Don't we deserve to be happy and healthy as we age so that we could enjoy this wonderful time in our life? I think so. I believe that we've earned this time in our life, and it is a blessing that we are here. And we should be healthy so that we could enjoy life to the fullest. That is why I created this podcast and my business, to help women like us to live our best life for many years to come. So let's begin at the top. The fact is that we're all going to age. We all know this, but do we know why we are aging? Have you ever noticed two people who are the same age and one looks vibrantly healthy while the other person who's the same age looks tired and worn? They are both relatively healthy, but one is aging way better than the other. Why is that? And how can we take the path of aging well rather than aging quicker? With this in mind, let's explore what is aging. So the body ages in response to levels of oxidative stress, which has been identified as the major contributor to the aging process. Oxidative stress is essentially an imbalance between the body's natural ability to detoxify harmful effects versus the production of free radicals. So to really understand the aging process, we need to understand free radicals. They're atoms or groups of atoms with an odd number of electrons, meaning that they're missing an electron. And free radicals form when oxygen interacts with certain molecules. Once formed, free radicals can start a chain reaction, creating damage when they react with important cellular components such as our DNA or the cell membrane. Excess free radicals in the body have been linked to chronic diseases, including cancer, arterial sclerosis, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and many others. They have also been linked to the aging process due to the gradual accumulation or buildup of free radical damage in the body. Once this happens, cells may function poorly or die. Luckily, the body has a defense system to prevent free radical damage with antioxidants. And we've all heard of antioxidants, but do we know exactly what their role is in helping us to stay younger? Nutrition and anti-aging are linked due to the power of antioxidants. There are some foods that have been identified as anti-aging due to their high levels of antioxidants. And antioxidants help us to fight against free radical damage. The powerful benefits of antioxidants against free radical damage cannot be denied. Antioxidants are molecules that interact with free radicals, and they interrupt that chain reaction which is causing the cellular damage. Antioxidants can be found in foods containing vitamin E, beta-carotene, and vitamin C. Additionally, selenium is sometimes included in this category. The body cannot manufacture many of these micronutrients on its own, so they must be supplied in the diet. Thankfully, many foods naturally contain antioxidants and can be consumed daily to gain anti-aging benefits. Let's get acquainted with vitamin-rich antioxidants and the foods that are rich in antioxidants. So vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin that's present in nuts and seeds, vegetable oils, and fish oils, as well as whole grains. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin that's present in citrus fruits, green peppers, cabbage, spinach, broccoli, kale, cantaloupe, kiwi, and strawberries. Beta-carotene is a precursor to vitamin A and is present in liver, egg yolk, milk, butter, spinach, carrots, squash, broccoli, yams, potatoes, cantaloupe, peaches, and grains. Beta-carotene is converted to vitamin A by the body when needed. Vitamin A has no antioxidant properties and can be quite toxic, when taken in excess. So be very mindful of that. Selenium is what is needed to process antioxidants within the body. So you want to be sure that you're finding your favorite sources of foods and include them in your diet on a daily basis. Some exceptional sources of selenium can be found in Brazil nuts, yellowfin tuna, halibut, and sardines, as well as soy milk, pinto beans, lima beans, great northern beans, spinach, green peas, and potatoes. Flavonoids, polyphenols, and anthocyanins all help to regulate cellular activity and fight off free radicals that cause oxidative stress in the body, which leads to aging. So we're going to look at these individually for a moment. Polyphenols are micronutrients that we can only get through certain plant-based foods. Polyphenols are super antioxidants. They also help control the bad bacteria in our colon. They help to promote the production of healthy bacteria. Polyphenols can be naturally found in fruits, vegetables, teas, and cocoas. Popular sources include black currants, plums, sweet cherries, apples, blackberries, strawberries, artichokes, spinach, hazelnuts, and pecans. Polyphenols can turn off inflammation in the body. In upcoming episodes, you will learn why reducing inflammation is so important to healthy aging. The next one is flavonoids. Flavonoids help your body function more efficiently, while protecting it against everyday toxins and stressors. Flavonoids are compounds that make up groups of polyphenols and make up the major sources of polyphenols in the diet. All berries contain flavonoids and can also be found in a range of brightly colored fruits and vegetables. Blueberries, plums, apples, cherries, oranges, strawberries, spinach, tea, a moderation of red wine, and also dark chocolate. Anthocyanins have been reported as having the capacity to lower blood pressure, improve visual acuity, reduce cancer proliferation, inhibit tumor formation, prevent diabetes, lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, and also help modulate cognitive and motor function. These are also reported to have anti-inflammatory and antibacterial activity. Anthocyanins are one of the most abundant flavonoids in the diet. Anthocyanins are abundant in foods with red, purple, or blue coloring, such as blueberries, blackberries, prunes, cherries, and eggplants, kidney beans, black beans, pomegranates, oranges, figs, red onions, and sweet potatoes. Also red cabbage. These are all great sources of anthocyanins. So as you can see, there's an abundance of these great sources in all of these food choices. So pick the food choices that you absolutely love. Also, to add variety, start picking some sources that I named that you never had before. And this way, you'll have an expansion, a wide variety of foods to choose from so that you never get bored or tired of eating the same foods over and over again. The last one that I'm going to talk about is ginger. And ginger is one of my favorites. Ginger is a natural remedy for inflammation reduction, and it improves circulation, which can lead to younger looking skin. Ginger is very versatile. It's an anti-aging herb that's been used for thousands of years in traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine. I personally love both of these healing modalities, and I will talk a lot more about them in future episodes of my podcast. So stay tuned for that. For now, let's look at ginger. This anti-aging herb is beneficial to digestive health, is anti-inflammatory. It boosts the overall immune system. Ginger's anti-aging properties are due to gingerol, which is an antioxidant that's found in ginger, which helps protect against collagen breakdown. And that's why we get those dreaded wrinkles if we don't have enough collagen in our body. So, knowledge is power. And that is one of my many favorite mantras that you will hear me say over and over. We now have the power to intentionally add more antioxidants to our daily diet to slow down the aging process. This is just one of the many ways to better health that you could look forward to learning about in my upcoming episodes. So take what you've learned today and add it to your diet. And if you like what you have heard so far and you want to continue to learn more, then please be sure to subscribe to this podcast. And by all means, please share it out with your friends and family who you believe could benefit from this podcast as well. I am so grateful for everyone who has spent their valuable time with me here today. And I look forward to having you join me again next time. Until then, be well and be blessed. Bye for now.